name is Bukola Evergreen, and my mission here is to bring out your powers and your abilities to overcome challenging situations and make sure that you live in dominion. Do you have teenagers? Are you having challenges with them? Okay, I want you to listen to this story, and I'll tell you some certain things after it. Remember in the 80s, I think 1981 to be precise, we just came back from England at that time. My father had a friend. In fact, they were family friends, you know. He would come around with his family, and he had an 18-year-old son that time, and he was in his final year. He was in Form 5 that time, preparing for his final exams, which they call WAEC. After a while, my father realized that he didn't see his friend, and he went to go and visit him. And to our greatest surprise, he said his son was dead. His 18-year-old son was dead. I think his name was Dari. It was a shock. What happened? Why did Dari? What happened to Dari? In fact, it was a pathetic story, but the whole thing still boils down to stubbornness, disobedience. So that unfaithful day, he was coming back from school, and his father had warned him several times not to pass a shortcut which leads to their house. There was actually a shortcut that goes to the house. The problem with the shortcut is that there was a very narrow bridge over water, a narrow and dangerous bridge crossing over a river to their house. So the father kept on telling him that in spite of the shortness, he should not pass that bridge. Instead, go through the long way. Go through the long way and be safe. Okay. Yes, Daddy. That's what they always say. Yes, Dad. Yes, Mom. So on this unfaithful day, it was raining. It was raining, and they couldn't wait any longer in school because they have to come back home, have lunch, rest, and prepare to read. You know, and I told you earlier on that he was preparing for his final year exam, which is WAEC. So on that, they couldn't wait anymore, so they decided to go home with his friends as usual. So as they were passing through the long way, his friend said, "Hey, we can't pass through that way, it's late. We have to go back home on time." Daddy said, "No, my dad said that we should not pass this way. And apart from that, look at the way the bridge is. The river is full, and the bridge is more dangerous." His friend said, "No, we can pass through, we can go through it. Apart from that, let's have a bet." Bets? What kind of bets? If you can pass through this river, I'm going to give you this amount of money. Daddy looked at the money. He knew the money would go a long way. He looked at the bridge again. The bridge was so dangerous. In fact, very dangerous now, because the river was full. In fact, it was touching the bridge. So if you just step on the bridge, your leg is inside water. He looked at the bridge. He looked at the money, and his other friends started hailing him. "Go, Dari, go, Dari, go, Dari, go." He said, He looked at the money again. He looked at the bridge, and he remembered his father's instruction. "Dari, don't pass through that bridge again. Go through the long way instead and stay safe." But the money had its way in his heart. So he went through the bridge. He took the first step. Nothing happened. The second step. The third step. By this time, his feet were inside the water. The fifth step. He went on and on until the bridge broke. The bridge broke, and you can imagine what the next thing that happened. He went straight into the river. And his so-called friends stopped hailing and ran away. You see, our teenagers, they have an attitude. I don't just understand. Please, let me digress a little bit here. If you're a parent and you have teenagers, please keep on praying for them. You have to just keep on praying and keep on praying and pray that the evil of this age, evil friends will not come near them. You have to keep on praying for them, because They want to do your will, but there's another force. There's another force distracting them. So as I was saying, the friends ran away. And as usual, a parent will always be worried. Daddy did not come home that night. So the father first thing the following day, the father went to the school. Hey, my son didn't come home. Is anything wrong? Or you guys did an overnight lesson? He said, no, we don't know. We didn't do any lesson. Then where's my son? He didn't come home. I said, okay, let's call his friends. So they called the friends. Hey, where is Dari? We don't know. We didn't see him yesterday. They lied. After serious torturing, after serious beating, they had to open up. They said Dari fell inside the river. And they didn't say anything. They didn't talk. They went home like that. And they couldn't still say anything. My dear friends, guess where they saw Dari? At the end of the city. At the end of this, in fact, let me be precise. At the end of the city, at the end of Ogunpa, at the end of Ogunpa River, at Ogunpa, my Nigerian people will understand what I'm saying at Ibadan. At the end of Ogunpa River, at Ogunpa, teenagers, listen to your parents. Listen to what they are saying. You see, there's an adage in my language. It says that even when an elder is sitting down, he can see far off than you, teenager, that is standing up. Listen to instructions. Listen to what your parents are telling you. That was the end of Dari. 18-year-old Dari lost his life because of disobedience. Parents, as I said earlier on, please pray for your teenagers. And I understand the fact that teenagers could be very, very stubborn. But I wrote a book concerning that, how to relate with your teenagers. The link is on the screen and the description box down below. I talked about how you can relate with your teenagers, especially the stubborn ones. The truth is that there's no teenager that will not have any level of stubbornness. But the level depends on how we parents control it. And the unfortunate thing is that most parents don't know how to control it. They don't know how to address it. They don't know how to relate with it. By the grace of God, I have 5 children. I've raised 2 teenagers already, and I currently have 3. So I understand what it means to raise teenagers. Moreover, I'm a teens teacher in my church, so I understand the variety of levels our teenagers can manifest. Please get this book, How to Relate with Your Teenagers, and understand the spirit of your teenager. Above all, please pray for your teenagers. If you have found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, press the like button, and share with your friends and loved ones, especially those that have teenagers. Please, I want to see your comments concerning this issue. Do you have teenagers? What kind of challenge are you going through with them? Please let me see them in the comment section. Till I hear from you again, please take charge.